All right, what's up, guys? Today I got a microphone, so we're up in the production value. Hopefully, this doesn't sound terrible, but we're up in the production value, I guess. Even though I've had this for a long time, I just saw this in my drawer, so now we're using it. So this first one, this is r/slash dating advice instead of r/slash advice, which I usually go to. Girlfriend cheated. Yeah, I'm being told to take accountability. 1 week ago, my girlfriend called me in tears. She admitted to having made out with another man. I honestly uh, believe that made out is a euphemism, I think that's the word, for something more intimate. Realistically, she probably went all the way with him. I asked her why she would do that to me. She said that she didn't feel loved in our relationship and that she felt the heat of the moment with him. I asked her why she never told me that she didn't feel loved. She said, I'm generally a colder person. I honestly can't disagree. I'm not an overly affectionate guy. I don't really like being touched, and I think her love language is physicality. About 60% of my friends are women, and they keep telling me that it's all my fault. I should have been a better boyfriend or such. I'm wondering if I should try and change to be more affectionate or if I should give up on the relationship. Just thinking about this whole situation depresses me. I feel sad and maybe jaded by it all. I really thought she was a good person, but obviously I was wrong. And I'm getting so much backlash from the woman in my life as if I'm the only one who cheated. Or as if I'm the one who cheated, sorry. There's no sympathy for me here, and that makes me want to forgive her even less. I'm trying to understand myself and how I'm reacting to it all, but I feel like I'm the only sane person in a world filled with crazy people. It's like they're justifying the transgression against me just for the thrill of it. Who knows? I sure don't. Well, first of all, you are not crazy, Mr. Ambitious Piglets 803. You're not crazy. I'm very sorry to hear that. I grabbed my light. Ooh. Very sorry to hear that you got cheated on. First of all, I hope that you're gonna break up with this girlfriend. You should hold yourself to a higher accountability that you don't want to be with someone that will cheat on you, because once a cheater, always a cheater. She just made out with a guy because of the heat of the moment. It's not your fault. I mean, obviously, maybe the relationship isn't the greatest, but that never constitutes her cheating on you and making out with some random guy, or maybe even going all the way with him. That just doesn't make sense. There's no reason for her to do that, no matter how bad the relationship is. And I guess she just wasn't the one for you, because it just sounds like there was a bunch of other things, like how you guys' love language is different. That's kind of an important thing. You feel like you're cold to her, you don't really open up to you. It feels like the relationship wasn't great to begin with. Obviously, I'm not saying this is your fault and that you should fix, that you should feel like this is your fault. This is not your fault in any way. I'm just saying that she's not the right one. There's plenty of other fish in the sea. There's like over 3 billion girls out there, probably. Well, there's probably a lot who are under 18, some who are over 65. So there's a lot of girls out there, just to say the least. And I'm sure where you're at, there's gonna be a lot of girls out there. But yeah, and there's plenty of fish in the sea. You shouldn't settle with someone who cheats. You should just tell her, I respect myself too much to deal with someone who cheats. Goodbye. And just leave. Don't make a scene. Don't cause an argument. Just say, I respect myself too much to be with someone who cheats on me. That's all you have to say. And just walk out. And you just gotta work on yourself pretty much. After that, take some time to be single. Maybe take a year of not looking for a relationship. Work on yourself. Go to the gym. Work on your mental health. Maybe find a job, get some money, find some source of income. Do all that stuff. I don't know how old you are or anything about your life, but start working on yourself. As something I saw on Instagram Reels, you gotta work in your garden to attract the butterflies. You can't go chasing the butterflies and expect much to succeed. And even if no butterflies come to you, you still have a good garden. So just, you gotta leave this relationship respectfully and just let this girl do what she wants. You can't change a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. So if you just tell her that you don't want to be with someone who cheats, you respect yourself too much, leave, work on yourself, and then try and get back to the dating industry. If these girls can't see that, if they think that you're the one in the wrong, well then just forget about them. They're not correct. all right, just straight up. For any reason that she cheats, that's a bad thing. She should at least end the relationship, but then find someone else. She shouldn't be the one cheating on you. So I'm very sorry to hear that, Ambitious Piglet 803. But I hope this helps. And let's get to the next story. Okay, the second story. I'm not even ugly, and I feel like I'm gonna die alone. Advice: I'm a 6 out of 10 at worst, but no woman wants a guy who's nearly 30 and sexless for almost 10 years, jail time for 3 years, and then working whilst living at home to afford college for another 2, then finishing college for the last 3. There is a huge misconception that women like felons, but that's almost only a woman who you're better off alone than being with. The actual question: some women show interest, but I feel like they'll be extremely turned off once they get past the first impressions and learn what my last decade has been like. What advice do you have? So, it doesn't really matter that you've been to prison. I don't know what you did. You definitely didn't murder someone because you'd still be in there. You'd be in there for life. It sounds like you just had a felony, you stole something, whatever it is. But 6 out of 10 means you're a decent looking guy at worst. So you're a good looking guy. Sexless for 10 years, no one really cares about that, to be honest. Heck, people even think it's a good thing sometimes. Honestly, you just gotta keep working on yourself and keep putting yourself out there in social situations. Learn how to walk up and talk to a person. Learn how to cold approach. Because learning this skill is gonna set you above about 95% of other people. Because, you look at the modern dating scene and you see how people are meeting each other. It's about 70% online, the 20% some other way, like through groups, through classes, and all that stuff. But if you're able to learn how to walk up and talk to someone and be friendly and not look like a creep, that's a very useful skill to learn in the scene of dating and other just things in general in life. So that's something you definitely gotta learn. Work on yourself, go to a gym. I assume you do that. Work on your mental health. You gotta move past this prison. I don't know how much prison messed you up or how messed you up you were before prison, but I hope that you changed from prison and that you become a better person. I hope you're not gonna still commit a felony, because that's a bad thing. Felonies are a bad thing. I'm no expert, but I'm just gonna assume that's not a good thing. So yes, one will still show interest. So sure, some of them will be turned off by, oh yeah, I've been to prison. Obviously, you messed up. That's something you can't really recover from. But if you keep on working on yourself, you find the right person, and you're able to move on from that prison and just be totally unrecognizable from the self that you were from when you went to prison, they're gonna move past that. Most girls will be able to move past that and see that you learned from that and moved on. So it's not gonna be the biggest deal that you went to prison if you changed so much from that and become so much of a better person. That's the person that you were before prison, and the person you are now is way different. So just keep putting yourself out there, keep on working yourself, and eventually you're gonna find someone that likes you. Doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter that you're nearly 30. Just as long as you work on yourself, make some money, have a good mental health, good physical health, you're gonna find the right person eventually. So, okay, this is probably the last story. It's almost 1:30, class 2 o'clock, so I gotta go to that soon. But here we go. Asked her for if she wanted to go out. She said she's not feeling well, and suddenly no response. About a week ago, I matched with a girl from my same university. We were texting all day, even until it was late. She seemed really nice and invested, even harder some of my messages and all. We exchanged discords because we're both gamers and chatted a bit more. We were up really late and texted a lot, and the day after, I decided to just ask her out on a coffee and chat IRL. She told me that she's been feeling really down lately and can't bring herself to go outside, except for university, but she'd love to meet in 1 to 2 weeks. I just told her that it's okay and she shouldn't worry about it, that the offer isn't running away, and she just told her we can just text until she's feeling better. Okay, there we go. And then poof, she stopped texting. Every time I open the dang app to play with my friends, I can see that she's online all day and she has never texted. I'm just so confused right now. It's been almost 3 days and I'm not sure anymore if her last message was just a very weird rejection or what. Do I check in on her, or do I just say it's over and move on? The biggest piece of advice I can give you is If a girl truly likes you, truly wants you, she'll make your life easy. She won't really play these kind of games. So if she truly wants to see you, she'll make it easy for you. And it seems like she's just making this unnecessarily hard. If you want, I mean, I would send one more message to her like, "Hey, you still want to go out in next week?" Just say that. Like, "Hey, you still want to go out next week if you still want to be with her?" But if she doesn't respond, then it's not a big deal. I mean, you're in university. There's a lot of people in university, and it seems like you met on a dating app. A lot of people on dating apps, if you want to keep on using dating apps, or like I said um, in the last story, learn how to walk up and talk to people, learn how to cold approach. So that's gonna be a huge skill. It's like literally IRL Tinder, and it's real life dating apps. You know, you shoot your shot, you swipe right on a girl, and you know she gives you her number. She's gonna swipe right on you. It's basically like playing that in real life. And if she says no, well then she just rejects you, and you can move on. There's plenty of fish in the sea. The whole beauty of college is that you can see a bunch of people once and never see them again. So you can go up and talk to someone, cold approach them, and she rejects you, you're never gonna see her again. Like that's just the true beauty of college. That what I learned. So just definitely learn that skill. But if she rejects you, it's not a big deal. I mean, there's plenty of other gamer girls out there that would like you too. And besides, you don't really have to meet a gamer girl. It's not a big deal. You can meet someone, you can still be a gamer, she can not be a gamer. You don't have to play video games with her, you can do other things. Not a big deal if she doesn't enjoy video games like you do. Like my girlfriend, she's not into video games. I'm a big video gamer. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a huge Nintendo nerd. She's not. I don't really care. You know, we're still perfectly fine. You know, just don't really talk about it with her. Something you talk about with her friends, just not to her. So it's been almost 3 days. It sounds like just send her one more message like, "Hey, you still want to meet up next week?" No response. Not a big deal. Move on. Plenty of fish out there in the sea in university, especially in university. You know, so many people around your age in one concentrated area. This is the only time you're gonna get that besides high school, and it's just a great place to be. Great place to be to meet people in college. Great place to meet your future person in a relationship. It's a perfect place. So just don't feel discouraged that one girl said no to you because there's probably at least 400 people in your class who are girls that you can talk to. So, anyways, that's the best advice I can give you to Mr. Annam Coconut. God, he has some weird names. But, anyways, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope that is good advice, and I hope that you learned something from these 3 stories that I told you. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Go to bed if it's past 10 p.m. I kind of like this microphone though. It makes me feel professional, holding like this, carrying like this. I feel like I'm professional. I kind of like it actually. But anyways, this could be the end of the video. If you liked it, like and subscribe, I guess. I'm gonna go to bed if it's past 10 p.m. Drink lots of water. There's no more water in here. But yeah, go to bed if it's past 10 p.m. Make sure to stretch before bed. I've been doing it lately. I've been getting really good sleep. It's a great day to have a great day. And yeah, anyways, have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you around. Bye-bye.